Alrighty, moving on in Giants and Eagles, and this was my best bet of the week, folks. Giants plus it started at Giants plus 3.5, and it kept climbing. I think it ended at Giants plus 4.5, which is absolutely insane. To give the Giants any points at home when they're clearly the better team, in my opinion, was just kind of wild. So we beat Vegas on that, and we loved it. All right, let's talk about this game. I mean, look at this, folks. Look at this. Look at what Jason Garrett is doing to Daniel Jones. He's making him look like an MVP candidate, folks. Look at this. Their first 2 drives, touchdowns, folks. First 2 drives, touchdowns. You don't see a lot of teams doing that in the league, and the Giants just did it here this week. Absolutely fantastic. They were bringing out all the stops. Let's bring up Daniel Jones had a big run, folks. Big run. Not sure where it comes in. I thought it was on one of these first 2 touchdown drives. It was for a touchdown. Do we get it in the fourth quarter? When the heck did it happen? Interesting. Wayne Gallman to the right. Gallman. Here it is. Yeah, it's right here on the opening drive. So, yeah, right here. Oh, right here. Yeah, Daniel Jones. Look at this. I mean, is Jason Garrett a genius or what? He had Daniel Jones playing like Patrick Mahomes this week. Folks, look at this run. The read option. I mean, this man, he's got some speed, folks. He just ran 35 yards. The read option, the blocking was absolutely incredible. The sheer speed. I mean, folks, look how tight he has to get into here. Yes, these are good blocks right here, but he has to squeeze through that quick hole, and he just outruns everybody else. This man's got some wheels, and Jason Garrett knows what this man can do and what this man cannot do, and he's just calling perfect game plans for it, and I love it. I mean, folks, 2 straight touchdowns on your first 2 possessions. That's great play calling. Also, great execution. I mean, Daniel Jones has to go and make the play, so let's start talking about his stats here. 21 of 28 for 244 yards. I love it. He didn't throw any touchdowns, but he didn't throw any interceptions either, so great. Just kind of a game manager, and we can get behind that. We see plenty of game managers in the league, folks, so, you know, Daniel Jones can be one. And look at this, 9 carries for 64 yards. They kind of ran the read option a couple times throughout the game, but this was the one big one that had success, 34 yards for the touchdown. The other ones, you know, just a couple of yards here and there. Wayne Gallman, absolutely, you know, decent game as well. Just kind of 18 carries, so they never abandoned the run game. Even it was only picking up, you know, barely 3 yards a carry, 53 yards, but he ran for 2 touchdowns. So they were using him in the right space, letting just Daniel Jones carry the offense down into the red zone, and that's just kind of, you know, just taking everything slightly here because we have seen Daniel Jones throw those red zone interceptions. We cannot have that. So Jason Garrett just calms everything down, runs a couple of read options in the red zone. Wayne Gallman, 2 rushing touchdowns, so utilizing everything that they have, not just putting all the pressure on Daniel Jones, who just lost, or not just lost, but lost his star running back week 1. So very well done by the Giants here to pick out up. And I mean, folks, what did we talk about with Carson Wentz? The man is not good. This Eagles team is not good. Carson Wentz goes 21 of 37 for 208 yards, no touchdowns. He didn't throw any interceptions, so I guess I give him that. He did fumble twice. He didn't lose any of them, but, you know, still not being able to take care of the ball. Sloppy play by Carson Wentz. We see it, folks. We see it every single week, and this week was no different. Plus, they only put up 17 points. That's not good offense. It's just not. Miles Sanders, Bart Scott, probably the only good things, the only good silver linings on this Eagles team. Miles Sanders, 15 carries for 85 yards, and Boston Scott, 3 carries for 63 yards in the touchdown. And folks, this game was getting out of hand, but who comes to the rescue again? A Philadelphia Eagles running back. Look at this, folks. The Eagles are just getting blown out. They can't do anything offensively. 5 plays, they punt. 9 plays, they punt. 3 plays, 3 and out. You know, they only scored a field goal in the first half, but then we see it time and time again, a huge rushing play. This one goes for 56, but just jumpstarts the offense, makes it a little bit more competitive. But we see this time and time again. We saw it multiple times. Just a big explosive run sets up the Eagles offense, and then they start to come back after that. But before those big runs, Carson Wentz can't do anything. The whole offense can't do anything. This run right here kept them in the game for a little bit. Fortunately for the Giants, the Eagles couldn't do anything after that. They do score a touchdown, but after that touchdown, they go scoreless for the rest of the game. But that big run there jump-started the offense, but this Giants defense shut it right back down. So props up to the Giants defense for not letting that run jump-start the offense that we've seen happen time and time again. I mean, you can go back to any game and you watch this Philadelphia offense. They can't do anything. A big run for a touchdown changes the entire game. So Carson Wentz couldn't do anything after that run, unfortunately. All right, I think that's is that it for this game. Well done. Giants scoring in the fourth quarter. They had to settle for field goals, but Daniel Jones in the fourth quarter hasn't always been pretty. A lot of interceptions, non-clutchness, but here he goes. Leads some good drives here. 6 plays, 24 yards. They were able to score a touchdown off or a field goal off of that. 6 plays, 38 yards, still getting you into field goal range to make it a 10-point game here in the fourth quarter. So decently done by Daniel Jones in the fourth quarter. That's the one knock that I have on him. He's just not clutch. He didn't have to be clutch this game, which is great because I'm not sure I would have trusted him against this Eagles team to be clutch in the fourth quarter, but he didn't need to be. Just the game manager throughout the entire game. I mean, they were scoring in every quarter, folks. 7 points first quarter, 7 points second quarter, 7 points third quarter, 6 points fourth quarter. So getting it done in every quarter. I can get behind that.